Okay.
Trying.
Okay.
Okay.
Live from New York.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All right. So 3 of us have glasses, 1 doesn't. 3 of you have light colored shirts on, 1 doesn't.
Okay, where is the
Who are we waiting for?
I don't know.
Ginger.
Oh, Ginger,
yeah.
right.
And I think Nora, Ginger and Nora.
Nora.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, right. Okay, why isn't it? It should be a live streaming. Yep, it's live streaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Okay, let me just go ahead and record anyway. Wait, is
Are
it
people putting questions in yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
See them yet?
As
Okay.
it says, live streaming right now.
I
Live
know.
on my end.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just go to the home. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I know how to do it. Okay. Slow learner. Okay, let me see. Spread this out a little bit so I can see you guys. There's Ginger. Okay,
Oh, excuse me.
are you tired?
I am. I
Me
am a
too.
little bit.
Okay.
It's that time of year, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
it's pitch
no.
black out too where I live, so
I
Oh yeah,
know.
that'll do it.
you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. I heard a click. Is that Nora somewhere?
Hey, Ginger.
Wait,
Ginger.
I think
Hi.
somebody else tried to come on. But anyway, all right, we will go ahead and wrong. Too many windows, Jesus. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start recording. Am I recording already? Okay, hang on.
I don't think you're recording it because I didn't get the recording
Oh, there it is. Okay.
thing.
All right.
Okay. Maybe
Now
I
I
did.
am.
There we go. Okay.
All right. The gang's all
she is.
here. Yay! We have Denise Ramon, and we have Elisa Matthews, and we have Jennifer Dorn, and we have Courtney Dillon, and we have Ginger Bayley, and we have Nora Hazel. All the big team to start this cocktail hour. Do I have a cocktail? Yeah, I have a little glass of wine. Okay. So we have people on Top Chat here. Now we are going to talk about a topic. Now, one thing that happened here recently is I had this. It's very rare to have a failure with the scalar services unless there's an irrevocable contract, which is extremely rare, or if there's subconscious or even conscious blocks. And sometimes it actually, as Ginger and I have discussed before, it takes some time to move all that energy around, especially if you have loads of trauma or trapped emotions or soul fragments to reunite, a lot of past life crap going on. But so anyway, this one woman was in that like 4 to 6% category of not being totally satisfied. And so we got Helena to scan her energy, saw a bunch of blocks, cleared them, and that night everything changed. She was able to get the best night's sleep in years. Everything is better. So and Helena could see, first of all, the scalar instructions waiting at the arc field, ready to go, clear the blocks, and whoosh, it's flowed in and integrated, etc. So I think it's going to be really important. And I'm going to, and I don't know if you guys also want to share if you clear blocks, it can scan and see blocks, because I want that to be available to people who just say, hey, nothing's happening. But also I've made it very clear that everybody just get one service first. I mean, I have a lot of people who just up like 10 services, and if you have blocks, then you want to test the waters and take baby steps, really.
Plus, maybe they even will help. Maybe one of them may help with the other one that they think that they need, and they don't, because the one that they're doing may help the things that they're having done.
Yes, I've seen the main service, the energy repair, protection, and enhancement, help so you don't have to do the anxiety relief or the relief from depression or the addiction, stuff like that. So it actually can take care of a lot of mental, emotional, and physical issues. But let's talk about blocks. Maybe y'all can bring in Erik too. Erik, what's going on? What are the causes of people having blocks? And yeah, we'll start with that.
Well, Erik is telling me, he says one of the things he says for a lot is they have this, it's a fear, but they have this thought that it probably isn't going to work for them.
Yeah.
And so that right there is, even though they want it to work desperately,
Yeah.
there's still that little faint voice in the back thinking, what if it doesn't work, or it's probably not going to work?
Or
you know?
not worth getting well. Sometimes that's a
Well,
subconscious.
yes. Erik says that is a big one as well. So I get questions like, do I have a block, or do I, an irrevocable contract to block it, or do I have blocks? And so on some of them, I've said, it's your thoughts. So how you think about things. And it's, and that's not, I mean, yes, it's like, oh yeah, I deserve this, but it's not so much as thinking it, it's the feeling of inside. It's like that vibration's got to match that thought. And Erik says that there are some of us mediums on here that can help people with that.
Yeah. So
Expectation. I hear him saying
Yeah,
expectation
I
too.
got,
Yes.
expectation and patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were the two I was getting.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So which of you 6 can scan for blocks? We'll start out with that.
I can, I just don't. I don't do that work
Fair
at
enough.
this time. Yes.
Yeah, right.
I see them more as like thought patterns and belief systems. So I don't
Yeah.
always pick up on blocks the same way as maybe Helena does.
Okay.
But I do tend to be able to get to like, what is the belief system, or what is the core belief, another way of saying that is creating this situation or inability to have healing.
Okay.
Yes, I would say that is kind of more what I do, but I don't actually scan and look for the blocks or the contract, the irrevocable stuff like that. But yes, the root cause, why this is happening, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for me as well.
I have removed blocks from layers of past lives, and my divine team just has me go in and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
There are sometimes I don't know exactly what they're doing, but then I realize, okay, we're removing blocks. And a lot of it with the mindset is almost you have to it's a reset, and people have to change the way they think, their thought process, right?
Yeah.
And they need to have positivity, and it's like building blocks. It doesn't, for some it doesn't happen overnight. If you go right back into that mental mindset of unworthiness, or I don't deserve this, it's both.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say too, like people in a victim mentality type way of thinking. It's like they're hanging on to it, even though their words are saying they don't want it anymore. Their actions are saying something different.
Absolutely.
I have instructions in the scalar field just for that, for the higher self, to remove this mentality of victimhood and anything that makes them seek comfort in the identification with their illness.
Right.
Yeah.
And it can be very strong. I think victim
Yeah.
mentality, because, and we all have it to some degree, like, right? Like I can be a victim some days on like a random Tuesday, but I don't stay in it. Right. So it's just acknowledging that sometimes we all feel like a victim of life and getting out of it, but also just observing, like getting really honest with yourself and observing, like, what is the payoff for me staying a victim? Because as bad as that sounds, there is a payoff.
Right.
There is a payoff,
Yeah,
it could be that I get attention, or it could be right.
But for some, that illness, like insulin requiring diabetes, maybe that's all they know. That's the life they know.
It's like their norm.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
For some people, or victimhood for some people, is the only thing that they are familiar with. So to take that away, it's kind of uneasy for them sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's important to know also, I think, with all of this, like sometimes to not get into like if there's something that you're struggling to heal from, or there may be a block, but it also equally could be something your soul is contracting you to experience for purposes of growth and expansion.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Right.
worth mentioning, because sometimes we have things that are just uncomfortable. I mean, certainly I could make a list of things that are uncomfortable, you know.
That is important. And I'm glad you said that, because I was just thinking about how people want to have like the contract broken, you know, let's break the contract. Well,
Yeah.
It's important. It's better to just realize maybe sometimes it's important that you are going through this and look at it that way. You know, look at it at why is this happening? Why am I going through this? Because there's an experience there that you need, you know, try to see what it is that you're supposed to be getting out of it. So, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe once you find out what you're supposed to get out of, like healing your inner child, then okay, then let me try inner child work. And then the contract could possibly become removable.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, all of these challenges that come in our life are opportunities for us to grow and heal.
Yeah.
Right. And and even if we can't get to the other side of something yet, I'm not saying possible, but even if we're not there yet, we can still learn something through the experience, see it through the eyes of source energy, and ultimately grow from it, expand our consciousness.
So one of the things that Erik is saying is that, like, healing the contract and learning what you need to learn from it and revoking it are two different things.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes you might feel like, oh, I've revoked the contract because that energy is not here anymore, but maybe you just learned what you were supposed to learn and it cleared the energy out. So like actually revoking a contract, yes, it can be done. But like Ginger was saying, it's might be in your soul's highest and best interest to try to figure out how to learn and grow from it and clear it out, rather than like turn your back on it.
Yeah.
Unless Erik says, unless, like, you know, because sometimes we do take on too much, you know, if you're somebody whose quality of life is so low, or you're suicidal because of certain stuff that's in your contract, then yeah, for sure, you know, be like, okay, sorry, delete, get rid of that.
Right.
Also the aspect of karma. So if someone is supposed to be going through something to learn a lesson, to advance within their own life, if they don't do it, that could just follow them into the next life as well.
Yeah.
It's better to get over with.
Right.
Yeah. Erik is saying that there is stuff with the scalar energy that, Elisa, that you do that can make it.
Yeah.
Like, so that you can see what it is you're supposed to be learning and how to heal it and to get rid of it without revoking it.
Yeah.
Accelerate it. Yeah.
It's such a long set of instructions that I send. I even have, make sure, ask the higher self to make the energetic vibration of this script stronger, more powerful than any thoughts of disbelief or it's too good to be true. I put some language for self-love, the victimhood thing. So I do everything I can. I very often call upon Archangel Michael to help with the contracts and making it more powerful. The script, you know, it's playing tug of war. Your thought creates reality against my thought creating reality. It's all physics, but I want the scalar instructions thoughts to be stronger than any beliefs. And I'll have this actually as a couple of sentences. Stronger than any belief that could, interfere with the success of what we're doing for that person. So yeah.
Something else that I'm getting from Erik is also there's only so much. I mean, I know that scalar like does a lot and changes a lot and heals a lot, but if you're not making any changes in your life on the other side, like let's say physical things that they're trying to heal, there's got to be other things that you need to change too sometimes. So you have to take a look at the issue as a whole. Like, what am I doing on this end that I need to do to better? And then once you get to that point where, okay, I've done everything I need to do, then scalar, will work
Yeah.
even better, for them. So all that together in a package, because there are things like, with the addiction, you can take that away, but you still need to work on why you got to that
Yeah.
addiction in the first place,
And I tried to put all that in there
Yeah.
for that particular deal, but you can't cover everything.
Right.
Yeah, and I can't do things that require, like, make cross-eyed go away or grow your tooth that fell out or things like that.
Right.
It's not happening, people.
Well, Scalar could probably also make it shorter, the experience
Right.
more easy to go through and not so severe.
Yeah, that's true.
Erik is saying, along with that, Erik says, ask yourself, why am I resisting this so much? What's really going on? Because you're fighting not wanting to stop smoking, but what is really going on with you with the stopping smoking? And I'm just giving that as an example.
Yeah, and you very often can, if you quieten yourself and listen to your heart, the answer is actually louder than you would expect.
Yeah, because Erik is saying we're like we're fighting with ourselves with that, instead of just like what's really going on? What am I really resisting? What am I really fighting? And he tells me what we're really fighting isn't what we think it is. And then again, what people have said, our identity attached to something or whatever it is, or, it's scary having to do things different when you've always done something a certain way. But it's all about, I always say you have to walk through that to get to the rainbow. And when you get to the rainbow, you find out that you're the rainbow, and all of it was just an illusion. But I'm the first one to kick and drag my feet for a while before I'm like, okay, let's get this
There's
going.
also a sense of appreciation with that. You self-value.
Yeah.
And what I did, look what I accomplished. And that's important.
Right.
And it's all about baby steps too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have also language for reclamation of powers, of your manifesting powers, of your healing powers, of all your divine powers, all your non-divine powers. So that's in there too. I work with the higher self and the divine team, of course, for that.
Erik is really
it's so big. I cannot tell you how huge the main service instructions, but I love doing it because
it covers a lot.
It covers a lot for everybody in the household, every life form in the household, and the home, and the land, and the possessions. We worked on everything, so that's why it takes so long. But I love it. You know what I was thinking, Erik? I want to ask you: when Helena scans a person's energetic body, what does the block look like?
Be different person to person.
Yeah,
was what he was saying. It would be what
depends on the situation.
Symbolizes a block for that particular person.
Okay.
It will look different to each medium too.
Yes.
Looking at it.
Yeah.
So this woman that Helena worked on the other day, what did her block look like? Her first initial was R.
See, now I don't always see like a physical block, but I'll hear things like resistant or thought patterns, or I'll get things like that about it. If I was working on someone's chakras, though, like if I was doing that, you can see certain blocks in the chakras in a way. Everybody's different with that too. But I was hearing resistant. There was some resistance with that,
and I see webbing. The different blocks that I've seen, some I see like a goop or webbing, sometimes black like slime. I've removed
slime in the ice machine. Y'all are from Texas, so you don't know what it is.
Marvin
Silver, live witness news. There's slime in the ice machine.
Exactly. So I've seen them remove boulders and even on occasion black holes. Which also come from past lives that they bring forward.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, when I get past lives, I see like they'll take me to the scene of the trauma and then what I will do with a person is we'll go back and gather your soul fragments and clear that energy. But it's just, and sometimes I'll see it like black, like matter. It's hard to explain, but yeah.
That's what I see as like a black matter, that's
Like
kind
dark
of a
matter.
grayish black. Yeah. And then I just can feel whatever it is that's resistance or fear, and then if it's past life like you, Courtney, I can see that it's not from this lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
And how it's tangled up in this lifetime.
What do lost soul fragments and what do trapped emotions look like? Because we also take care of that. What, for example, what does a lost soul fragment look like?
Depends on the person, but what I usually see, well, first we clear out the trauma with the person, and it'll always look different according to what it is and what's clearing out. Sometimes it'll look like, black smoke or red, sometimes red, or, just depends. Like, it's never really always the same thing. When soul fragments come back, it just looks like energy coming back to the person, and it will be a different color depending on the person. And what's interesting is when I do that with people, they can see it too. They'll like, it's cool. I mean, people usually can see their own.
My God.
Like, yeah.
It's so weird with soul fragments because, one person worked on my energy, a long time ago, and they had to sew back on my right foot soul fragment. And it's really weird because then I thought about it. I was like, wow, I had bunions there. I did a major pulverized one of my metatarsals in that thing. And so lots of stuff has happened to my right foot, not my left foot, but Daniel, whatever, Lewis. But yeah, strange. What about trapped emotions? What do they look like?
For me, I feel a block in certain parts of their body. And then I can feel, like this one client of mine, I did several healings on her, and each time I could feel it where there was a lot of pain in her left side, down by her abdomen area, around her ovary area. And I could feel that it was something to do with a child that was not born here, that wasn't born. And what come to find out, it was an abortion that they had like 50 plus years ago, if not more. And it was still, that pain and hurt was still trapped down in there, in that part. You would think the heart, but that's where I felt it in there. And that's where it let me know. Yeah. And it just depends on where it is.
Yeah, I will say, like, for me, it's like electricity through the body, but the areas where there's blockages, I don't see the electricity.
No flow, right?
Flowing.
No flow. Like, I don't see a flow.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
And then also like the aura, like I can see like the dark spots in the aura that
haze, like a haze and some, like a smoky haze or a heaviness. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the same thing. And then sometimes I'll see like holes, different parts of the aura.
Yep.
What was interesting, Elisa, when you mentioned your right foot, I could see a lifetime in which you had like a chain and you were running away from something, like you maybe were like a slave or a prisoner, and you're trying to escape, and it was on your right ankle.
Oh, wow.
It's just this coming through. But yeah, I see it as holes, or and you can see, like, if people have thought forms over and over and over, like sometimes not sometimes, a lot of times it will show up in their field or around them, almost as if it's like taking on a life of its own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I feel it. I can feel it when I run my hand over the holographic version of the client. I feel that like Jennifer and Ginger said, there's no flow. It's just like my hand will stop, kind of. It feels.
Roto-Rooter.
Yeah. Soul Roto-Rooter.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to ask one final question before we start taking questions from people. Erik, I was thinking that, we should have, Helena's going to work on a link, but that anybody who is not satisfied, they should get a scan from Helena. And if they have a block, she will clear it. Or if you guys want to also, you can let me know if you want to do it. You can email me.
Sure.
And then along with that, I will do a free boost in self-love with whatever service you get next. So I can contribute to that too for you. So what do you think about that, Erik? Because a lot of times that's what they need, boost in self-love to go along with the clearing of the blocks.
I'm getting a yes.
I got a yes too. I got a very, very generous, like it was coming from your heart is the way Erik was showing me. Yeah.
I want it to be 100%, not 94%, not 90%.
Right.
All right. I have a couple of questions before I'm very selfishly going to ask first. There's this Atlantis Scalar client, Melissa, last initial K, who is actually a filmmaker producer, and she wants, the business abundance deal. But anyway, I looked at her stuff, and she's a major, so many film festival awards and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just wondering, Erik, if you somebody nudged her for the purposes of the documentary and the TV series, because she is like a major Hollywood person.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I just say I heard yes. Anything to enhance or help move this along is what I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, and I heard that no matter how big we are, we're still looking for improvement. So I just feel like this was kind of like in her thought, and she had help guiding on where to go.
Wow. Interesting. Les, I have, for some reason, some sunglasses have just disappeared. One is a pair of Ray-Bans that was in my old car that I took out when I got rid of the car. That's 25 years old, and I don't know where they are at all. They're not in the most recent car. And also a pair of sunglasses that Annika got me that's super cheap. She's trying to style me up. Well, you need more accessories, you need a whole new wardrobe. And so she got me 2 pair of sunglasses. One of them, and I always keep them on the kitchen desk. One of them is totally missing. I have no idea what happened to them, Erik.
The pair that came out of the car, I just feel like you put them in someplace weird.
Yeah,
I know. I hear they'll turn up.
Yes.
They'll turn up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
The
They're
other
just
one
in
on
an
the
odd place. Yeah.
Do you guys get on the one on the counter? You get like maybe it was piled in with something it shouldn't have been put in with, like it was put together, maybe got like thrown away, like it was like put in with something that it shouldn't have been, like it, like something was put on top of it.
Do you have a junk drawer? Like, one of those.
Hey, I'm married to Rooney Matthews. Every junk drawer. He will, if he doesn't want to visualize something on a cabinet, he'll just stick it in any cabinet or drawer. You should see, it's just horrible. And I get such anxiety from his hoarding. It's like he scurried something or squirreled something away that's like was
I feel like it just got like pushed something.
Yeah,
like somebody was cleaning and it got pushed away.
Okay, that's why I was like, as I keep seeing this drawer and it feels cluttered, and I was thinking junk drawer.
Oh,
it's like a junk drawer.
Like somebody just like started pushing stuff towards where.
Yeah, I've got a junk drawer. It's okay. Like I get it.
Yeah,
I get that it's in the house. I get that it's in the house.
Yeah.
Every drawer in the kitchen and the den, it's a junk drawer. It is just so awful. 30-something years to do that to you. All right, now enough about me. Let's see. Okay, let's start with the first question, which is Bob P from Manville. He wants to know if his sister Chelsea P Manville from Manville, New Jersey, will be able to sell her mom's house. Her mom, Do-Hung S, does not want her to sell it.
I know, that's what I just got before you said it. I was like, somebody does not want this to happen. Like
eventually the house will sell though. Yes.
Yeah.
But
I got the yes.
It feels like not soon though, because there's like a gripping or a holding, and I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
It also feels kind of like somebody's not sure. They haven't decided yet. It's like they're wanting to, but they're not sure if this is what they want to do. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's my husband holding on to things.
Yeah. I do feel it will sell though. But who knows how long.
That energetic grip can make a huge difference.
Yes.
A big difference.
Lisa from Nova Scotia. Is it more helpful to our soul to allow ourselves to simply feel the vibes of our present moment? Or should we analyze every moment, good and bad, to promote learning, and self-growth. Wow, that's the best
The
question
first
I've
one.
heard in a long
Yeah.
time.
That's
first
what I,
one,
that's
option
what I
one.
got the first one
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And that's a great
You
question.
drive yourself
That's a really
crazy,
good one.
huh? With the second
Yeah.
one?
Lisa, you are so brilliant. That
Some
is
analysis can be good, but not analyzing every move.
Right.
Yeah.
analysis
Because you're,
paralysis.
because what you're doing
That's
is
good.
you're analyzing it based on other people's thoughts too, not just
Very often,
yours.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Trust
Okay.
your gut.
All
Trust
right. Sal Diaz wants to know if Archangel Azrael is around him, and what does he want him to know if he is, or even if he's not around him?
Archangel who?
Azrael, Azrael. I've heard of him.
I feel it, yes, but is this the angel that kind of helps with messages or
I don't know. I'll look it up.
channeling?
Crossing over the dead.
Crossing over, that's what I
Oh,
got.
really?
Is that what it was?
Mhm.
I'm gonna find out. But anyway, what does he want him to know? Archangel.
I feel like it's a curiosity, like he's just tuned in, like around him, not because he needs the message,
Oh.
but just like there's maybe some loss, like some
Yeah.
recent loss in
Yeah,
his
the-
life.
Taking the souls of the deceased away. Interesting.
Mm.
All right, Claudia G from Mexico. Any messages from her divine team?
Just keep here and take that risk. Take
That's
that
what I
chance.
got. That's what I got
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
I got because her team and Erik both are saying for her to, it's like they're putting things in front of her to grab a hold of, but she's not. It's almost like there's fear in there, obviously.
There's fear,
but,
yeah.
But take a risk. Take a
Leap
risk.
of faith.
Yeah.
You can't fail. You can't fail. Whatever it is.
I got
Eternal
the
beings,
image of
just-
small steps forward. So it's like the same thing
Yeah.
as what you guys are saying, but it's like just taking the small steps forward. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be steps. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Olivia,
Yeah.
so on our Earth, as far as we know, this is where humans originated. Are there other humans just like us that exist in other galaxies in their own Earth?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot.
I
More
think we
than
came
more than
from
you can count.
from various races, and I think that ET, like the typical ET, looks like us because we have their genetic material.
I agree.
Well,
Like
yeah. Erik says we're
Anunnaki.
all ET. Erik says
Yeah.
we're all ET.
Yeah, that's what he's saying to me too. He's
Yeah.
like,
we're all that
ETs.
organic material. Yeah, we're all yeah.
Okay. All right, Maria in Salt Lake. What lesson am I learning right now?
I heard patience.
I did too. I did
I
too.
heard it, yeah.
I did too.
I love it when you guys all are together on this.
Say that at the same time. Did we?
We all said it at the same time. That was pretty funny.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's a
that's
hard
always
one,
a fun
too.
lesson. Yeah, that's a
I'm
fun
sorry.
one.
I was like, I don't even want to say it.
Oh my God.
Don't
All
shoot
right,
the messenger.
Bob B from Valrico, Florida. Erik, my 13-year-old son Frank has a large birthmark on his side shaped like an arrowhead. Is this from a past life? Ooh, I love these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erik
Yeah.
says
What
yes, it
happened?
is.
Mhm.
Whose dog?
I feel like
Whose
it's
dog is
a.
that?
Is that Winnie?
No, Winnie's being good. Winnie's asleep over here.
Oh, that's
Mine-
mine. If you're hearing a dog
Oh.
barking, it's Bella.
Yeah.
It's my Bella. She's barking.
Bella. That's okay, let her bark.
I had a little talk with Winnie before this. We told her she was going to be
Oh.
good. We'll see.
It's okay.
I am hearing there's trauma connected to that mark from a
Yeah.
past life.
Yeah.
Is it a spear wound?
It looks like
sword,
the
or-
way the person died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
puncture.
bow and arrow. I did.
Yeah.
I
That's what
feel
I
like
got.
it
I
was like
saw
a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow is what I got.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right.
That's I got too. That it was part of the arrow is what I got.
Cool. Okay. Oh, Liza Tamayo, what do you guys see? What was my past life? She's from Hollywood, Florida.
You have many past
Well,
lives.
yeah.
Many.
Y'all do, but what's
Yeah.
one, Erik? Which one do you want to share with her that she would help her now?
Erik is showing me that, one is that she was a woman of courage in another life. And for some reason, that is what I get, is what she's needing to know that she has within her already, is the courage. And like it was said earlier about taking baby steps, as she takes baby steps, this will help replenish that courage that's in there, that's got camouflaged some way along the way. I don't know.
I heard strength and independence is what I heard. So that kind of goes along with what you're saying. There was something in her past life where she was really good at that, good at standing on her own 2 feet, making it through all things she had to deal with on her own. She didn't have anybody to fall back on.
Oh, wow.
I kept hearing Holland.
Oh, all right.
Holland.
Joanne B, will I travel overseas on a holiday soon?
I got if you want to.
That's what I got too. Yeah, I have the same thing. Just
It's your choice. I got your choice.
That's what I hear. It's a
Would it be
choice.
a good one?
It's a
Would it be
choice.
worthwhile?
Yeah,
I will say I have some slight reservations. So if there are like 2 choices or 2 times, really.
I was feeling something about when.
Yeah.
Like, not right away. Not right away. Because she said, "Does it soon?" But I don't feel it right away.
Okay.
Wait.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Alexandra.
feels like with this person, there's like things in front of, I don't know if it's a female or male, but I think Joanne, that she needs to kind of deal with.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that rudely, but just like what's in front of you that you need to deal with in your life first, and then the holiday will come after.
Okay.
So.
All right. Alexandra D from Kielce, Poland. Why do I struggle in love? Is it a curse or bad karma? Something different. Oh my God, Rudy, this wine is horrible. Can you please switch it out?
I just love you so much.
Water.
Karma. What was the question? It was between karma and
curse, bad karma, or something else.
I'm actually hearing it's what you're looking for. You're looking to like fill something, like you're looking to fill a hole or an emptiness. So you're just not being drawn to the people that it's going to work out with.
Does it have anything to do with self-love?
Self-love, but it's like she's trying to find. It's like she's trying to find happiness in a relationship instead of finding it within herself first. Like looking to fulfill something in herself, and it's not how it's supposed to be done. And she's supposed to be learning this.
So I'm gonna just jump in because Erik was telling me this before we started taking questions, and I'm just gonna put it out there because it seems relevant right here. So, like in spirit, we're used to the collective. Okay, our focus is not always on ourselves. Our focus is on the collective.
True.
So sometimes when we're human, it's very hard for us to be self-reflective and look inward because it's kind of our nature to look outside the collective. It's about everyone. So it can be really hard when you're having a pattern like this that keeps repeating to look inward and say, what is it that I am bringing to this situation and how can I heal that? Because we're designed to look outside of us.
We tend to be externally directed.
Yeah, I get that it definitely is not karma. That's what I got.
When you focus on, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you didn't. No.
I was going to say, I was getting when you focus on finding happiness or finding things within other people, you're always going to be disappointed. You know?
Yeah.
You find
it in yourself first.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you realize how amazing you are. You're a whole part of the creator of God. I mean, what could be better? Really?
I have to go grab my computer cord. My computer is about to die. I forgot, so I'll be right back. Okay.
Erik also says that when you go within and start seeing that beauty within you, then your light starts shining brighter, and then other people can start seeing that, and then people start noticing you, and then you start reflecting and receiving what it is that's going on within you.
It's like that Batman signal. The
Yeah.
Batman guy.
Yeah.
Everybody flock to that. There you go. You're starting your Batwoman signal. All right. Let's see. Ash. Wait. No. Sorry. Aussie Acker from Gibraltar. Could I please get a message from my higher self? And I'm going to tell my husband to give me some more wine. I will listen to this on the record. Hang on. Hey, Papa.
Once
Papa.
a message from their higher self.
Higher
is that what
self.
you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Higher self.
I feel like our higher self's always talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Like,
is. Your
there's
higher self.
something about
too.
procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Making things like more stressful for yourself because you're, I don't know, putting things off is what I'm getting.
Okay.
I was hearing kind of something like adapt and overcome. So it's kind of like that. Don't procrastinate. You got to kind of adapt to things so you can overcome it, move forward.
Okay. Okay, Ashley in Houston. I'm not sure what is best for me to pursue next. Start an organizing business. I got a client for you. His name is Rooney Matthews. Or somehow share my writings or that I do after I meditate with the world. Or both. Thank you.
I heard both.
Both.
Yeah.
And she can do both.
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
know, my daughter, my eldest daughter, Christina, hired an organizer. Boy, she got paid good. They got paid good money, and they did a great job. I would not wish that on my worst enemy, as far as my.
Yeah, but she has a knack for it. This person has a knack for it. I have to say, I can feel it. She has a knack for this.
Good. All
She
right.
thrives in it. I hear that this brings her joy. I don't know how to express
Purpose,
that.
like a purpose,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
a lot of people
but also
go
ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I heard her writings are
Thank
really
you.
amazing. Erik is telling me her writings are magical.
Oh.
And so that would definitely be good to.
She's got a creativeness about her, a creative mind, a creative way of thinking, and it shows up in her work. Like if she's doing organizing and writing, right? That's what I'm getting.
Organizing business, that could bring so much peace to people. Because I know from when
I need it
and clutter, it gives me anxiety. I just got junk.
There's an energy. There's an energy around that.
We've used this for 10 years, but we haven't used it in 10 years.
Right.
Oh, it's got so long. I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't breathe when there's a lot of clutter.
Oh, I hate it.
Okay. It's an energy. It's a claustrophobic energy.
It is.
It happens.
It is. I can't breathe. Oh.
What should I put my energy into? Oh, this is Adventurous Asya. What should I put my energy into that will be helpful in this incarnation? She's from Bulgaria, Asya. Y'all, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing anyone's name wrong. It's just not one of my fortes.
What should she put her energy into?
Yeah.
Self-love is what I'm hearing.
That's what I got. Finding self-peace is what I got, which would be self-love. Like really making yourself a priority every day. Erik shows me like turning over these little rocks because he just shows me flipping rocks over, like finding that within you.
That's a good thing we should discuss maybe next topic. But yeah, Erik, how do people find self-love? It's a combination of things, I'm sure, like saying certain mantras, like I say it or feel. I tell that person that they are love. They are love. And they are whole and part of God and blah, blah, blah. And vastly divine. I just go through a lot. I send a lot of affirmation into the field. So that's one thing, but
there's a lot of
talking negatively about
I was just going to say that there's a lot of negative talk. People will talk worse to themselves than they will to their worst enemy. And you have to turn those around. You have to replace them, with positive thoughts and positive words.
Okay.
Go within.
Lori S. from Alabama. Could I have a message, please, from my sister, Susan W.? Was she murdered? Is she okay? Oh. Susan Definitely.
Was she? I actually got that. Yeah, there is somebody else involved in her death. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Sorry.
I heard
Foul
trauma.
play. It's
I
like
got,
feels like
that's
a.
what I got. I got foul
Yeah.
The
play.
head. The head.
I got the
I
same
got the
thing.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head, and I heard trauma.
There's something with a cosmetic bag or makeup. Like I see her putting on makeup right now. She's really feeling good and peaceful, but she's just putting her makeup on. So I don't know. That might mean something on a personal level to you.
Is she okay?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay.
And
There
the guy, the
is this feeling
boyfriend.
of it having been in the contract that she exited this particular way.
Yeah.
So not that makes it any more comforting, but
Right,
it
but it
was
was supposed to.
contracted to go this way. Yes.
Okay.
And the way
doesn't
Erik
feel
shows
like-
me, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It just doesn't feel like it's been resolved in some way, or like
Yeah.
justice has not been
Yeah. Right.
served here. It feels like the person responsible for it, he has not.
Paid the
I don't
price.
know. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Well, maybe
No.
maybe her team can help nudge the authorities and significant people to the final.
This is something that they're supposed to be growing from too. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it happens where the person won't have justice, so you learn how to
Yeah.
let go. You
Yeah,
learn
I
Yeah,
was
I
leaning
know,
a
no,
little
just-
towards that. Like there might
Yeah.
not be justice.
right.
Yeah, I know. I just felt that like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
feel good.
But
All right.
Erik says,
go ahead,
Erik
I'm sorry.
says they don't get to do those type of things and not
Mhm.
have some repercussions from it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, he could have irritable bowel syndrome or something, just
Oh.
something, I mean, I just
Usually in this life, it will
yeah,
turn
in
back.
this life,
Yeah.
in this
Yep.
life. And I use that because I used to, when I was a waitress, when people didn't tip me, I'd wish them severe gas pains. So that's why, because she didn't want to ask too much harm on them. But anyway,
That's what my daughter Michelle does. She puts hexes on people that are really awful to other people.
Oh, that's funny, Denise.
but they don't, we just don't get away with stuff,
No.
and Erik is showing me, no, that person isn't going to get away with that stuff.
Right.
And I also feel like when that happened with your sister, I just feel like somebody came and just picked her right up
Yeah.
and brought her to the other
Oh.
side. So
Oh.
there was nothing to
No
be
suffering.
there. Yeah, there's nothing for you to go, oh my God, she was this or that, because that was the wetsuit, as I call it, as Erik calls it, for me, the body. That was the wetsuit. Her herself didn't experience any of that, because he just shows me how they just went and scooped her up before any of that. So
Denise, I agree with you on the intestines, because I'm feeling some kind of something in the intestines that
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's it. I don't know.
no, it's funny you said that. So yes.
All right. Well, all right. Lisa Marie from Australia. Is there something coming up for me in Christmas?
What?
Is there something
What?
coming up for Lisa Maree? It could be Marie. She's from Australia.
Something coming up for her for Christmas?
I apologize. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I don't understand what she's
getting it.
asking.
Yeah.
More
Like
specific.
something
Yeah,
big for Christmas?
Like
A
a
category,
marriage
like-
proposal or
Oh my God. I was thinking the same thing.
like.
I was thinking the
Not
same
sure.
thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that.
Yeah, I was
what that
thinking marriage
about.
proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, type in the thing, or you can ask on the radio show tomorrow a little bit more specifics. All right. Liz from Atlanta. What is the alien race that has been visiting me since childhood? I know Jennifer doesn't want to answer this, do you?
No, I don't.
I know.
I only know a couple of the races. I'm not so good with that still.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not either, but I heard it's like her soul family almost. It's like where she's from.
I see blue and like Pleiadians.
That's what I
Oh.
got too. I got Pleiadian.
I was honestly, I was hearing Palladians, but it's one of like the two that I know, so I didn't trust it.
Right.
But
Me too.
So a blue,
Whatever.
like the blue avians
Yeah.
could be a possibility, but you're thinking Pleiadian.
I got Pleiadian first thing.
Okay.
I wrote it on my
Yeah.
sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kathy H from Michigan. What is her spirit animal?
I'm seeing like a cat, a big, I mean, we all could be seeing different things too. So, but there's like a cat walking, like a jaguar or something walking across the.
And see, and I got dog.
Oh, you did? Okay. Interesting.
But that
Well, you can
doesn't
have more than
mean,
one, and they change.
Yeah.
Change depending on your needs, right? Your totem animal.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, Chrisley Hadley, message for advancing her spirituality. She's from Palm Coast, Florida.
Advancing her spirituality.
Yeah.
I feel like there needs to be a little bit of self-reflection and some meditation just to kind of get control over like yourself a little bit. Like there's too much, like she's not focusing.
I will say I am also hearing like working with like stones and crystals or divining rods, like working with something actually physical that you can feel.
Yeah, and you know what that does? I tell some people about this, or I tell people about this in the past though. So like sometimes those things will also help you keep your mind off of searching for answers when you're trying to get something. It's kind of like a meditation in itself, really. Like if you're talking, with the rod and you're talking to your guides, it kind of keeps your focus on listening in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Rahisha B from New Zealand. Lately, I feel so sad every time I look at myself in the mirror because my skin looks different. Do I have health issues I don't know about? Or is my skin old? Oh.
So of course, you always have to check with your doctor.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're worried about health issues,
Right.
I was hearing this is part of the aging process.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
And
first time
she's
I looked in the
seeing
mirror and
more.
said, "Oh my God, I'm getting old." It was horrible.
Aw.
Yeah, it is.
It's also the way she's kind of, it's kind of like also the way she's seeing herself, and she's seeing herself, her perspective as a little like worse than what she actually really looks like.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I see it
Erik
as like
tells me she's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I get too.
Well, you
I
can consider getting the age reversal service. We have a whole bunch of stuff for skin in that. It's also a big
Try some affirmations.
And affirmations, yes.
The thyroid, there might be something with the thyroid because it does light up. Again, I'm not a medical professional, so
right. Yeah.
To pamper herself, self-love.
Yeah, a lot of medical things can affect the way the skin looks. Anemia, liver disease, etc. So you probably just need a general.
The way you think about yourself can change the way you look too.
Oh,
like if you're going through emotional things, that can also change, right? I mean, it really stands out on the outside.
Okay, Tammy McGill would like to ask Erik, what can you tell her about her higher self? Oh, he's a character. No, I don't know. I'm just making up shit.
She wants to know about her own higher self?
Yeah.
Well, it's her.
Yeah.
Erik says she's always perfect. That's what always
I got that she was on the right track. So if she's wanting a message from her higher self, what I heard was she's on track. Well, I have to say that you're always on the right track. And more like what it feels like is she's thinking she's not, but she needs to know she is. Something like that.
Interesting. All right, Mickey G. I know this is my last incarnation as a human. From here, will I return to the GFL? It must be the Galactic Federation League or Legion or whatever. But I don't know. First of all, is it her Mickey G? I don't know if it's a guy or a girl because it could be is that the last incarnation for this person?
I gotta know.
There's so much free will involved.
There's so much free will.
It may be the intention now. It could change.
It's going to change. I heard that it's not your last time on this planet, and really, I mean, that is like something you decide, in spirit. So you will have a different outlook when you don't have your physical body anymore.
Yeah,
that's what I got.
Return to the Galactic Federation.
He will have more lives on that planet too. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Teresa F from Cincinnati. I had 2 miscarriages between my 2 daughters. Did those souls come through in either my second daughter or my son born later, or are they still across the veil? Teresa F. from Cincinnati.
I got yes if they both.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did
I
too.
did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Yes.
did too. I got the
Same soul.
timing wasn't right the first time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they like, okay, let me
souls.
redo. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me redo.
Very common.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Julie
common.
Wire or Weir, W-I-E-R from Michigan. What's the name of one of her guides? You know, they're
Who
not
is this?
names.
Who's
Julie Wire.
I heard Bill clear as day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
A nice simple name. You can talk to him anytime you
yes.
want them. All right, Anna B from Illinois. I would like to know who my son Shane W will become in the future. Anna B from Illinois.
It's got a very technical mind. So if she's wanting to know like maybe what he's going to do with his future like that way, there's a lot of technical skills that he has.
Math, computers, science.
Will he
Yeah,
be
that,
okay?
that type of mind. Yes.
Will he be okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that really hasn't been solidified yet.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's just because there's so many
Right.
options, and
Free will
choices.
and choices,
Yeah,
but he
free
does
will.
have those talents. He has those skills and
Yeah.
talents, I think.
Mhm.
So that's
Well, and then Eric also said whoever he wants. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah, that's Eric.
fireman
wanna-
or not.
I want to remind everybody to not type the same question multiple times in the
But I-
chat because it clutters it. And you
I
know,
also-
you've heard about how what I don't like. I don't like clutter.
So
Please
also
just
we
stop.
have to remember, and this is not, there's no criticism here, because you have to remember the way you frame a question too. Because if you say, you know, what will this person, how will they turn out, or what will they be, or like, will this person be okay? The person will
Yeah.
be okay eventually. Yes, we'll
That's
all be
true.
okay. You know, so it's just like the more specific, the
Yes.
better.
Like,
Yeah.
how would this life be in terms for my son in terms of career or in terms of love or in terms
Correct.
of,
Like just
Yes,
be very
like that
specific.
question was so open-ended. That's whole, was she asking about
Yeah.
her son who had already crossed over, and what will they be next time they come
I
in?
know,
Or is
I
this a
know.
small child? What are they going to be? Yeah, so really
Gotcha.
specific.
So just for the, yeah, that's
all right.
helpful.
All right, Tracy from Perry, Iowa. Watching my time. Not that I'm looking, but was wondering if I will meet a man friend that will develop into a relationship.
So I got to
Is
say right
looking.
away when you said, and when I'm not looking, not that I'm looking, kind of shows that maybe you're looking.
I know, that's what I got to. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's
I heard, yeah.
somebody, I heard yes. There's
I heard-
somebody like all around, like around you that maybe you're already friends with,
Yeah,
or
yeah, I was kind of
that's what
feeling
I'm
that
getting
too.
at.
Like he's
Like-
in the general vicinity already. So
So who do you have like your eye on? That's
Yeah.
what I'm wondering. Yeah,
Yeah.
look around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackie Messenger. This is a sad one. My dog has been ill, nose bleeding, putting her to sleep Thursday evening, and wondering what she is thinking. I know it's compassion, but I feel
I'm
murder.
sorry. It is time.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is it's
What is
time.
she thinking? Will she forgive Jackie Messenger?
Oh,
They
of
don't.
course.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's no blame, is what I heard. There's no blame.
Yeah.
On
Will she come back?
human.
Will she come back?
There's a possibility. I heard there's a
Mm.
possibility, but again, this is like,
Yeah.
not for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But this is a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
She
Everybody
was
say
happy. I got she was happy, very happy.
Yeah.
It's a really
this
good life.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I'm
life.
happy.
And I got-
I'm happy to hear from Jackie. I'm sorry what you're going through, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always very,
Hard.
it is hard.
Terribly hard.
And this is what I also get when you said, will she come back? I get a good portion of that is probably going to depend on is it Jackie is
Yeah.
her name?
Yeah.
It's going to depend on her.
Yeah. If she wants another dog.
Yeah.
When will I get another dog?
You?
Oh, Eric says, be careful what you ask for, because I just feel like the door is open for
I
more to
also-
come
I
to.
know.
potential for this upcoming year.
That's what I got
Yeah.
too. I was got
Yeah,
like next year.
2024,
Yeah. I was like, I feel
Mhm.
like March, April.
But I know
So-
Bella's going to live apparently for until she's 18 or 20. I asked one of you guys, I can't remember.
It was me.
Oh, she's 13, 12 now. I can't remember. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Grace N wants to know if she has any unfulfilled contracts, and if so, what should I do about it? Do you need down to make this happen, or
You don't have to do anything for unfulfilled
Yeah.
contracts. They're going to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
they come to you because they need
They
to get
come- yeah.
fulfilled. Like we
Right.
plan it. Yeah.
does she
Right.
have any major ones that she needs to fulfill?
There's a
Right,
couple
ma'am?
people she's destined to meet.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like actually I think there's a love relationship coming at some point for this
Yes,
person.
and also if all your contracts and everything were done,
You're
Right.
done.
be here anymore. So
Right.
Yeah,
there's
there's no
more
human
stuff to
experience.
do.
All right.
You're not going to miss out. You're not going to miss out on anything, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and you can't ever make I always tell people you can't really make the wrong decision, because even if it's not how you want it to turn out, doesn't mean it's not the way you're supposed to go, because there's something in everything that we do.
Right.
Exactly.
Experience. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, can you ask Eric what my life purpose is? But we have no name, no place.
We need a name.
Oh boy, y'all need to read the directions.
Your life purpose is to write your name and what.
There we
Just
go.
kidding.
Exactly. All right, Cody Smith from Altmar. Always got approval letter from. No, oh, we got an approval. Oh no, the Altmar was an AL, well, not all. Okay, Alabama. Atmore, Alabama. We got an approval letter from the IRS to be nonprofit animal rescue. Yes. I'm having
Ooh.
trouble thinking of content for the social media and fundraising. Any messages or suggestions from Erik?
Like health tips for animals. I'm getting very clear
Oh.
as day.
Nice.
Like what animals should be eating, like all kinds of tips
Yeah.
for your pets and wellness of your pet
An
and
update on the DCIM thing, the dilated cardiomyopathy.
yeah. But
That's
I'm getting
changing all the time.
ask
The,
you can this is a funny recommendation, but this is what I'm getting. You can ask for like an animal specialist guide to help you with ideas. And like I see him sitting down with a piece of paper and like just flowing and flowing and flowing.
Yeah,
And
right. I was getting like start writing
Yeah,
and it'll come
start.
through.
And
Yeah.
then there's more that you're just not, you're thinking you have to have this all figured out, but just like make this a fun game. This is Eric's saying for me too, because I am social media resistant. Eric's saying for me too. Thank you, Erik. But he's saying just make it a game. Like what can you teach people on any given day?
Hey, you can have a guest blogger. You can
yeah.
You can have even a guest blogger, like you can have an interview with an animal communicator on the blog.
Absolutely. Like there's so
Cool.
many cool ideas here. And this is like a
Yeah.
great project. I
It's a
feel like
video,
this is
yeah.
really like spirit led. It's beautiful. I'm so excited for this. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Stick remedies
All right,
too.
guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to close up shop. So sorry, but it was fun. This was
that was a
great.
lot of fun. Thank you
Yes.
Yeah,
guys.
it was.
Very
I'm glad
fun.
to
It's
see
good
you
to see
guys.
all of you.
And happy
Yeah, me too.
holidays. Happy
Oh, yeah.
holidays.
Happy
Thank
holidays.
you,
Big hugs.
everyone.
Big
Happy
hugs to all
holidays.
of you.
Y'all check their information in the description box.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You
Bye.
guys
Bye-bye.
too.
Thank you.